You're watching WGN Morning News at 6.
Joining us is Kent Zimmermann, a legal expert at lawyers.com, a legal expert and contributor to lawyers.com, I should say. How you doing?
Doing really well. Thanks for having me.
So are you an expert on Obamacare?
Well, let me tell you something. This
Is anyone?
906 pages long, passed 3 years ago. It's a little on the complex side is the first thing I'd say about it.
What is the one thing that you get asked the most that you can simplify for people if you can?
So people want to know what's happening tomorrow because tomorrow is a big milestone. This thing was passed 3 years ago. The country's essentially been divided over it since, and I don't think that's going to change. There's some people who love it. There's some people who hate it. The important thing to know is starting tomorrow, there's 40 million Americans who are uninsured. 1.6 million of those uninsured people are here in the U.S. And starting tomorrow, most of those people will have a chance to go ahead and see what health care plans are fit for their needs and for their budget, and to actually sign up and apply for health care insurance in online market exchanges.
Should people who already have a decent insurance through their employer, should they somehow expect to pay more in premiums or in higher taxes?
Yeah, it's a very fair question. So on the premium side, some people will pay more. Some people will pay less, some people will pay the same. So for example, people who already have health care insurance through your employer, there's 55% of Americans who fall into that category. For most of those people, nothing will change. Some actually who work for large companies and get their health care through large companies, some of their premiums will actually go down. Some of the people who work for smaller and mid-size will stay about the same. So it's not going to be the same for everybody. It'll depend a little bit on who you work for, where you live, and what your age is.
So for the average person, whether you have insurance through work, you don't have insurance, or you're a private insurer, are you supposed to go on some website and figure out, should I be shopping around to see if I can get better insurance through Obamacare than I can through my work? Is that what you should do tomorrow?
So everybody has an opportunity to go online and see what's available. There's a website, getcoveredillinois.gov. And that's where everybody will be able to go. It'll be a little bit like shopping for an airline ticket. If you go on Orbitz or something like that and you want to see where you're going to fly, this will allow you to see what's out there, see what the coverage options are, see what the premium options are, and then decide if there's something for you. Also, for people who make less than $46,000 as an individual and about $94,000 as a family, they will likely have the ability to get some government help in paying for the premiums. Most people, the 55% or so that get insurance through work, most of those people, nothing's really going to change for them is the thing.
In terms of the impact on the overall economy, do you expect businesses to move people to part-time, reduce hours, cut jobs?
It's a good question, and the reality is, it's not going to change a lot in most companies. Healthcare spending is typically tied to whether the economy is up or the economy is down. And so healthcare spending has been down in a significant way because the economy has been down since 2008. As the economy comes back, healthcare spending will come back. Some employers will make changes in what policies are available to their employees, but they can make changes before the law, the same as they can make changes after the law.
How about that wait for a doctor? Does that mean, there's not as many, more people, but same amount of doctors, right?
So there will likely be some changes. Will some people wait more for a doctor? Maybe.
Yeah.
But the important thing to remember is that this isn't the government providing health care. Instead, this is the government more carefully regulating insurance companies that cover health care costs. So some people say, is this going to get the government in between you and your doctor? Really, it's getting the government in between you and your insurance company and preventing the insurance company from putting lifetime caps in place on coverage that you may have. And it's most importantly, it's preventing insurance companies from denying you coverage if you're sick and also raising your rates if you get sick. So if you have diabetes, if you have hypertension, if you have cancer, it used to be that the insurance company could say, you know what, we're not going to cover you, or we're going to raise your rates, and now they can't do that anymore.
All right, thank you so much, Kent Zimmermann, and we will put a link to that website on our webpage. So thank you for being here.
Kent.
I think I'm still more confused, but that's all right. That might just be me, Kent. All right, it is 6:05. We're going to move on to other news of the day.